Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will discuss third lecture of medicinal chemistry in which we will discuss sources and classifications of drugs. So first we will discuss different sources of drugs and then classifications. So sources of drugs. There are different sources of drugs from which the major is plant. So most of the drugs are obtained from plants, and then we have some other sources like animal sources, microbes, minerals, synthetic, marine, and biotechnological products. So let us discuss one by one in detail. So first is the plant sources. From different sections or parts of the plants, we obtain different kind of drugs that can be used for different purposes. So first we will take an example of seeds. So we will give some examples from seed sources like castor oil. From castor seeds we obtain clove oil from clove seeds, and we obtain strychnine from vomica seeds. Similarly, if we take examples of leaves, that we obtain atropine from Atropa belladonna leaves, we obtain nicotine from tobacco leaves, and eucalyptus oil from eucalyptus leaves, and digitoxin from digitalis leaves. And there are so many other drugs which are obtained from different parts of plants like seeds and leaves, and we can give a lot of examples, but here only some examples are taken for our understanding. From bark, there is a well-known drug quinine from cinchona bark and atropine from atropa bark. If we take examples of roots, amethine from Ipecacuana roots we obtain, and from flowers, morphine from poppy plant, and we obtain. Now we discuss animal sources. From pancreas of cow, we obtain insulin, which can be used for diabetes. From sheep thyroid, we obtain cow stomach, we obtain pepsin. From cod liver, we obtain vitamin A and D. And from blood, we make different kind of vaccines. And from animal fats, we obtain different steroids and hormones, which can be used for inflammation and different purposes. From bone, we can obtain gelatin and calcium also. Microbial sources. Penicillin is obtained from penicillium. Streptomycin, an antibiotic drug, is obtained from statin is obtained from streptomyces. Vancomycin is obtained from Mycolitopsis, and lactic acid from lactobacilli. Similarly, we can obtain a lot of different medicines from different microbial sources, and there are a lot of examples, but here we are only taking some examples for our consideration, for our understanding. So mineral sources like iron we use for anemia, zinc is important in wound healing, iodine is important in goiter, boric acid is used for eye irritation, and borax is antiseptic, and chlorine can be used as a disinfectant. There are large class of drugs which are synthetic in nature and which can be prepared inside the lab, and which are commercially available drugs. This method is more easy, and we can obtain and properties are known when we are going to synthesize our, and we can obtain according to our requirement. The examples of synthetic drugs are antihistamines, antipyretics, antibiotics, and some other drugs. Marine sources. From marine sources, we obtain different kind of compounds which can be used for different purposes as a medicine also, like cod liver oil, alginate, agar. Alginate is obtained. Phytosane. Phytosane is obtained from crustaceans and crab is also obtained from crustaceans and are mollusses, and the chitin is converted into chitosane and seaweeds. So these can be used for different purposes or different medicines. Biotechnological products. We obtain different biotechnological products like infliximab, interferons, opexone, Neupogen, and insulin. So these are some examples from biotechnological products. Classification of drugs. Now this is our second part of our lecture. Classify, or we will give detail on classification of drugs. So drugs have been classified according to different rules, like in some books the classification is in alphabetic order, while in some cases there are classification of drugs according to taxonomy, and in some cases we have classification according to their morphology or pharmacological action, or depending on type of chemical present inside the drug. So there are different encyclopedias or books in which these drugs are classified according to different pattern. So first we will discuss alphabetic order of classification. So in alphabetic order, the drugs are classified according to alphabets. Like here we have given some examples, like acacia starting from A, benzoin when starting from B, cinnamon, digitalis, ephedra, fennel, and similarly some on the basis of their alphabets we classify these compounds. Taxonomical classification. Taxonomical classification is based on taxonomy, and we know that what is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the classification of different plants according to their phylum, order, class, family, genus, and species. So like here we are going to take an example of ephedra, which belongs to phylum Gymnosperm, and it is dicotyledon, and the class is Genitalis, and its family is Aphidraceae, genus is Ephedra, and species is Equistine. So in this way the drugs are classified. Another example is fennel. So fennel belongs to Angiospermae. It is dicotyledon. Its family is Umbelliferae, and its genus is Funiculum, and species is Vulgare. Morphological classification. Drugs can be classified according to their morphology, and it can be further subdivided into two categories. The first one is organized and the second one is unorganized or disorganized. So in organized category, we put these drugs according to their part from where we obtain. Like here, if we obtain from leaves, so these will be included in leaves class, and then flowers, and then fruits, so and so on. So from leaves, we have example of digitalis, senna. From flowers, clove, saffron. Fruit, fennel, cumin. From bark, cinchona, cinnamon. From roots, Rauwolfia, shatavari. Seeds, flax seeds, mustard seeds, linseeds, and rhizome. The examples are ginger and turmeric. So in this way, the drugs are classified according to their organized portion or the parts from where these drugs were obtained. And the unorganized category, in unorganized category, the drugs can be obtained in the form of extract from whole plant like agar, from algae, So agar and gelatin. From juice, like we can take an example of aloe vera. So aloe vera juice. And oil, like we obtain castor oil. And fat, like wool fat. The example of latex is opium. And waxes. So in waxes category, the example is beeswax. And when we obtain gum, it is an example of gum is acacia, which is obtained from Acacia arabica. So in this way, we can put them in a separate category of unorganized drugs, and they can be classified according to their extract, juice, latex, or gum, etc. Another category is pharmacological classification. Pharmacological classification depends on the action of drug, that what will be the action of drug on our body. So according to that action, they are classified. Like expectorants example is peppermint. And laxatives like castor oil, carminatives, fennel, coriander. Analgesics, the examples are opium, morphine. CNS stimulant like coffee, tea. Anti-cancer, Texas, Vinca. And anti-malarial, Syncona, Artemisia. So in this way, the drugs are classified. Chemical classification. Chemical classification is based on type of chemical, or based on the compound which is present inside the drug. Like the chemical, if the chemical is carbohydrate, the examples are agar, acacia. If the drug is protein in nature, then they will be included in proteins like trypsin, gelatin. If these are in lipid in nature, like castor oil, beeswax. And the drugs may be from alkaloids, which are natural products or secondary metabolites. So the examples are coffee, Rauwolfia, tea. From glycosides, aloe, digitalis. And from tannins, catechu and ashoka. From resins, benzoin. From volatile oil, menthol oil and clove oil. So in this way, the compounds are categorized according to their chemical nature. Thanks for watching this video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share my video. In our next video, we will discuss the examples of different medicines and their mechanism of action. So thanks.